Hey Facebook and Life Full Circle. This is Wida. I'm coming to you today. Sorry. Today I was looking at some documentaries. And in the documentaries, I normally follow Ron Dalton, Benaya Yisrael, and a couple of people that I listen to and that I follow from the Israelites. And today, my favorite people, they have moved to South Africa. And I long to move to Africa. I want to move to Africa. I want to go to all the places until it's time for us to go to our promised land, which is Israel. Or shall I say Israel? But I was sitting up here and I was talking to my sister Mary. Hey sis, she's on here. I was talking to her, and earlier today it was like, oh my gosh, I really want to go to Africa. Everybody's going and I want to go and I live there. I really want to move to Africa. And that is my plan. That is the plan for me to go to Africa. It's the plan for me to move there. I just want to go. And when I got on the YouTube today, and I saw that my favorite content people, creators, have moved. Yeah, I was a little envious. And I know the Bible says you do not envy, you do not do anything like that. I was like, oh, I wish that was me. I wish I was with them. I wish I could go. So I let it go for today. I just went back to the TV, pulled up YouTube, was going to go and just finish kind of looking at some of his content because they've already moved there. So I guess they were going to show some things and they're going to have a Zoom meeting and everything. And the content creator is Hebrews to Negroes. His name is Ron Dalton. Also, there's his another content creator, which is Benaya Yisrael. And I just love listening to them. And I love their content and I love how they research for everything. Well, I was getting ready to go to their page. And the Holy Spirit said, it doesn't matter where they go right now. We are still under the curse. The 400 years mark is up where we were in captivity, where they had the curse over us. The curse still goes. It's still there. The curse was forever. That's what the word said. It said forever. Deuteronomy 28, from 15 to 68, you read it. It said forever. But we are able to repent. We're able to receive salvation. We're able to become individually. We're individual now. Now, our tribe is still under the curse until Yahweh says, I'm gathering you back. And this is the time. This is the time that he's gathering us back. He's gathering the people from all the four corners of the earth. He's gathering us. He's getting us. He's getting us from on the other side of the world and this side of the world. And because America's is not the only place we were sent. He said the four corners. So that's north, south, east, and west. And that's on each side. So we are still being gathered to come together to go to our land. It's not a mental thing. It's not something that, it's just metaphorically speaking, or, oh my God, it's not real, but it's spiritual. It is not. We didn't come here spiritually. We came here for real. in ships. Now, I don't know how we getting back. I don't know if we're going to ride the plane or what we're going to do. But I know he's gathering his people as we speak. He's gathering his people so we are able to go back to our promised land. But the Holy Spirit spoke to me and said, it doesn't matter where you go right now. It's still not time. So we can leave here and we can go to Africa. We can leave here and we can go to Senegal and Ethiopia and all these different places. But we are not allowed back in our promised land until he clear it out. We can't get to Israel. And these people, the synagogue of Satans, are still over there. They're still in our place. They're still on our land. They in our stuff. They still over there doing what we supposed to do. Live. But there's pretending to be someone they're not. Some of them actually believe that they are. Now, come on now. Come on now. They growing up and they should be old enough, just like some of us. No, ain't no some of us. A lot of us should know by now that we ain't no monkeys from trees, and that we didn't evolve from no monkeys, and that we are the chosen people, that we are the only people that have had to go through this hell. All them Holocaust people or Holocaust people, whatever they went through, they put themselves through that because they chose that religion. You weren't Jewish or whatever you want. We're Judeans. We ain't Jewish. We are Judeans. We're from Judea. That is our ancestry, Judeans. King David was in Spain and Portugal. And they named him King of Negroes. They moved our people from Spain and Portugal and put them back over there in Africa to St. Thomas, which was a bad place for us. Because once we got, and it was our children, it was the children. They snatched the kids from the parents, took the kids, put them on a boat, killed some of the parents or made them become Christians or whatever, and took the children, sent them to St. Thomas. And once they got over to St. Thomas, that's when the slave trade began to happen. So do the research and quit expecting everybody to think the same. This ain't witchcraft. It's not witchcraft. It's knowledge. It's common knowledge. It's knowledge that's in the Bible. It's in the Strong Concordance. It's all over the place. But nobody is reading because we're so conditioned and so programmed to believe what we were told. So now what? We follow some Christian man, and don't get me wrong, because the same God y'all serve is the same Yah I serve. I call him by name. Yes, God works for you. Yes, Jesus works for you. Well, Yah works for me, and Yahusha works for me. The same person. Only it's who he is. Don't worry about color. No, color does matter. No, it does. It matters. Because we are serving something false. We're serving something false. So I'd rather you not like me, rather you hate me, don't feel like you're bothering me, don't listen to anything that I do, but you can never say you didn't hear it. And I'm not persuaded. I'm not. I read my word, I pray, and I ask, and I talk. But it doesn't matter wherever we go. We're not through. We can go to Africa, we can go anywhere in this world. But until we have gathered the remnants, until the remnants have gathered together, we're still going to suffer. leaving here our captivity, our bondage, leaving here our Egypt, going to the motherland is still not going to stop his promise. Not going to stop it. We still going to suffer until we are gathered. Yes, it's an individual thing, but we are a cluster. We are Judah. Judah is not one person. Judah is a tribe. Then you got 11 other ones. Can't think of all their names, but I know Dan, Gad, Naphtali, Reuben, Judah, oh my goodness. Who's all these people, girl? I don't know. It's some more. That's all I can tell you. I don't know all of them. But I do know all 12 of us will be together in our land. All 12 brothers, children. Judah, our bad butts, are being gathered from the four corners. See, we was the only ones pushed all out there because we was a mess. We weren't good. We're bad. And if you look at us right now, we're still bad. We're still bad. Yeah. I can see why he pushed us all over the world, because he's like, I'm so sick of these Negroes. I'm sick of them. And that's what we were called, Negroes. I know he was tired of us. I just know it. He's still tired of us. But he gonna keep his word, because he said, I'm gonna gather y'all back. And he probably like, I don't even know why I said that, but I'm gonna keep my word. If it ain't number about 5 of y'all, I'm gonna gather y'all back up. So it is best for us to get in the word and study. We need to study. It's important. We need to study regardless. I don't care what. I don't care who leaves here. I don't care where anyone goes. You're still going to have to learn the word. You're still going to have to get the word out there. You still going to have to do what you got to do in order to spread his word. Our people need to wake up. And there's a lot of people that are not woken. A lot of us. It's a lot of us. And it's scary. It's very scary. 1 second, please. I'm sorry, y'all. 1 second. So, I just think that we need to get it together and get our minds right, because we got a lot to do. I don't want to be here. I'm serious. I don't want to be here. I don't like America. Not at all. I don't mind going over there to where all our people is. I don't mind. But I don't need the Europeans and all them other folk, Chinese folk, trying to come over there and take over and try to teach us. We don't need you to teach us nothing. You need us to teach you. We don't need you to teach us. I don't need you to teach me how to do this and how to do that. I don't need that. You can keep that. And I'm very serious on that. No, I'm not racist, and I'm not any of that. I know everybody is worried about Ukraine, and everybody's worried about Russia, and everybody's worried about all these places. But what about us? What about us? Why aren't anybody worried about us being shot in the street, left for dog, like we're dogs? Why aren't they doing that coming over here for us? Why didn't anybody get on a plane and decide, you know what? We not finna have this no more. They not finna be killing y'all like this. And all the people from Ukraine and Russia and all these different places, how come they didn't come over here to America and to our cities to do this? Why they didn't? Why? They didn't come over here to help us to do anything. They stayed where they were. 1 second. I'm sorry, you guys. So my thing is, you want us to support and do all these things, but nobody came over here to help us fight. Nobody came over here to help protect us from getting shot up by polices. And then you got them jumping in and busting into people's houses, and then they not even being charged. You didn't kill somebody and didn't have nothing to do with nothing. I'm saying this is ridiculous. But I'm sorry. I'm not finna support and do any of that for none of that. That's not, I don't want to say it ain't my problem, but to be honest, it's not. It's not my issue. Because you guys, they didn't care nothing about them Nigerians that was trying to get out of there. They told them, you can't come here. Sorry. Nope. Whites only. Whites only. You can't get on this bus. No. You niggas need to go down there. Then they couldn't even get in the other place. But then you got some of them saying, I really love this place. And they sit there. Really? No. No. I'm sorry. I don't have nothing for them. Because them same ones that we over there trying to help, gonna flip that script. They're gonna be the main ones trying to kill us. I'm sorry. Say what you want. Feel how you feel. I don't really care. I'm not finna do it. No. Not gonna happen. It's not. There's no way that I would be. I'm not. It's just not gonna happen. No. Nope. Not at all. Sorry. So it was just in my spirit to get on here and to say that it doesn't matter where we go, it's still not time. And we're still going to go through until we are gathered. Until we're gathered. And until he takes us home. We ain't got to fight and be shooting up folk and be doing all that. When he gathered us up and we're going home, we going home. I don't care where we at. We can be in Senegal. We can be in Africa. That is Africa. We can be in Spain. We can be in Europe. We can be anywhere in this world. When he says, and I'm not talking about no rapture. I'm not talking about a rapture. Oh my God, please. Y'all get the rapture out your head before we are gathered. What sense does it make for us to be gathered to go to our promised land and we all caught up in the sky? We still got to go through. There's still things got to happen before he comes back and meet us in the air and stuff. We still got to go through stuff. We're not being taught that. We're not being prepared on how to be ready for the gathering, how to be ready for what we need to do, how to be ready for what we need to know when it's time to go home. And I ain't talking about death. I'm talking about when it's time to go home to our promised land, Israel. Them people over there in Israel, it's not the Israelites. Please get it in your head. They're not. We're not. No. No. No, we're not. They're not. Sorry. They're not. And I know everybody want to support them They are, and now they got little things happening over there, little shootings and killers. Honey, they ain't seen nothing yet. Because what I can tell you and what I've seen in the spirit realm, it's fin to get dirty. It's fin to get bloody. You think Ukraine going through something? No. Honey, when he begins to clear Israel out, when he began to clear the surroundings for us to go home, when he began to move and remove, baby, you ain't seen nothing. When I say remove and move, no. You have no clue. You have no clue of what it's going to be. When he gave me that this would be a bloody war, that this was going to be a bloody mess. When he gave it to me and said that when in the shift change, when it became blood, this ain't nothing. And I ain't felt no shift change. Not no more. But I see a little further. And in the area, in Israel, surrounding areas, no. Oh, no. I don't think, no. Y'all, no. This war here, this ain't nothing. No. When he began to remove the synagogue of Satan, those people that are not who they are, the liars, the deceivers, who's bouncing their heads up against a wall that ain't got nothing to do with nobody. They ain't got nothing to do with us. Ain't got nothing to do with y'all. When he began to remove them, he gonna remove them. I ain't talking about just moving them and they gonna go somewhere else. No. Nope. No, he's not gonna do that. When I say he's gonna move, you talking about bloody? It's gonna be bloody. Very bad. Lots of deaths. Lots of deaths. It's all I can say is get your life in order, get your mind right, get your spirit right, get your family. Begin to talk to your family. If your church, and I don't care what nobody say, and y'all can take it for any way you want to, you can say whatever you want. Just hear me right now. If you in a church or you in a ministry and you're not getting the teaching, all you getting is the screaming, the yelling, all the tongues with no interpretation, all the same messages that you can actually go to church and hear him pull up a tune and you be like, oh, I know what he's finna talk about. He did that one about 3 weeks ago. He'll come back with the same one. When you begin to get that and you hear that, and you've been hearing that for years, and you still got 6 members and you didn't have your church for 30 years and you still only got 6 and you haven't grown, you haven't done nothing different, you don't like change, you don't like how people act, you don't want no young folk in your choir because you scared, or you don't want no young folk in your church because you think they're going to tear it up, or you don't want no old folk in your church because they're going to be boring, and you want all these different type of people leading your service, these gays, anybody, and I'm not talking about all the gays, because I love everybody. I don't care what you is. Okay? But when you got all these different type of people leading your church and leading your auxiliaries and things, and then you get mad because they don't do everything y'all want them to do, then you want to talk about them. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't care who going to your church. I don't care what they doing. You allow it. But don't talk about them. Don't sit up and dog them out, but you let them come in there. So you right, they're going to tear your church up. It sure is. But if you are in a church like that, or you in a ministry like that, and nothing, you ain't had no growth, you need to start teaching and praying yourself. You need to get in your word, and you need to ask him where to send. Where can you go? And if it's online, if it's on something, and he can lead you to someone to teach you the right way, then honey, do it. I need to be taught how to be prepared before the rapture. What are we going to do before it? I mean, I can get butt naked and be ready to stand outside and be caught up. What I'm asking is, what do we do before that? How do we prepare? What do we study? What do we do? Are we all going to leave here? Are we all going to be together? If we're going to be doing, we don't know. But the Bible says I'm going to gather my remnants. That's what the Bible said. So who y'all think the remnants is? Some, I don't want to say that. Leave that out of my mouth. I don't want it to go off. I don't know who y'all think the remnants is. But I can say this. The tribe of Judah is of Negro. Negro descent. We were Negroids. Shem is a Negro. Ham was African. Japheth, everybody else. Gentiles. Ham, Hamites. Shem were Shemitics. We were Israelites. Sorry. I don't know what else to tell you. But if you start studying and you get in your word and you start with Genesis 10, it'll tell you. It'll explain to you who everybody is. And you can stop going around lying telling everybody we Gentiles. Now, unless your daddy was a white man, German, Russian, Mexican, Chinese, Asian, unless your daddy's name was all those different types instead of a Negro, then you are not an Israelite. Your mama could be black as tar. But your seed from who you come from is who you are. So your daddy can be a German, a white man, a Russian, and your mama could be black as an African. And when you're done, you are still of that seed of the German, the Russian, or whatever. You are not an Israelite. Now, I'm not saying that the Gentiles can't gather and be a part of the gathering when it's time. But before them, the remnants is going to be gathered first. Before everybody else who wants to climb on and who wants to be a part and who is a part. Salvation is free. And as long as you believe and trust and know who he is, and that's who you serving, that's saved. Your salvation is there. But he will gather the remnants to prepare us to go home. Y'all can come, but he's got to gather us back. That's all I'm saying. So I ain't gonna be on here long. It was just in my spirit to talk about no matter where we go, no matter where we try to get to, running, going, whatever. We still gonna suffer until he puts us together. You can go to Africa, and gosh knows I want to go so bad. You can go to Africa and still be mistreated by those who are not Israelites. Yeah. Those who are not Israelites, you can still be mistreated. So it doesn't matter. You just have to be prepared and have your mind ready and have the word in your heart and have the word in your mouth. You need to know the word. Excuse the dog barking, he'll be all right. But it's just, I thought about that today, and I'm glad the Holy Spirit hit me. Like, it doesn't matter where you go. Until I release, you still gonna go through. It doesn't matter. Prepare yourself. Get in your word. Learn the word. Learn about your people. We so quick to jump on the bandwagon with white people and all these, and I'm not racist, but I love my people. I love my people. I love being black. I love being a Negro. I love it. I am not an African. I've never been an African. I'm sorry. The Bible tells you who we are, and I'm not African. No. I'm not a Hamite, but we're Shemitic. We're Shemites. We are Negroes. I'm proud of being a Negro. And you can call me a nigger, ninja, a monkey, whatever you want to call me. I don't even care. It don't even matter to me. Because I'm a beautiful, black, loving, funny monkey. Call me what you want. I'm a Negro. Loving it. Call me what you want. Because it doesn't offend me. Because I know who I am. When you know who you are and whose you are, it don't even matter. They can, oh, you ain't this and you a nigga, honey, I show him, and you mad because you not. Yeah, I'm one by birth. I'm one by rights. My birthright is who I am. You're not. I'm sorry. I know you want to be, and it hurts you that you're not. But I love me. I'm proud of me. I'm proud of my family. I'm proud of my kids. I'm proud of my black generation family. I am not an African. I don't care what y'all, I'm not. You link us all together. Everybody's not European. Everybody's not Asian. I mean, not Chinese. Everybody's not Japanese. They are different people. Everybody's not black. Not black. And everybody's not African. And everybody's not that. We have differences. You can tell by our skulls. You can tell by our faces. You can tell. It's been in the DNA. But we are linked to be one. But I'm not. So, be what you want to be. I am a Negro. My line is Judah. We are Israelites. I'm not the people who stand out on the corner and tell you I hate white folk. I can't wait till y'all die. That's a lie. I rebuke that. That is an enemy. That is a liar. That is a demonic spirit that has gotten into them people that want everybody dead. That is not of Yah at all. He doesn't talk that way. He doesn't think that way. You all are very much invited into our lives, into salvation. I'm not trying to kill no white people. I don't care what you did to us. He gonna do worse to you. I don't have to do it. I don't have to do it. Esau finna be flipped. Esau finna pay. That's on y'all. But for me, I'm not that person. So I'm not a Israelite that's standing out there with this big Bible and this big thing around my head. I wear scarves. I pray under a cloth. But I ain't finna walk around with no shield and no sword and stuff. I'm sorry, it's too hot. And I'm menopausal. And I've been to hurt somebody with a sword, a shield, and a helmet. I've been to really hurt some folk. And it ain't gonna be godly or yodly, however. So I'm not one of those. Not those people that's in New York and all these different corners. I don't feel that way, and I don't think that way. And the people, the people that I follow and I watch and I look at and I get into information from and listen to the scholars, they're not those. Those people, there are rebels. That's just like the saints in the church. When the saints are acting up and doing all kind of things and cheating and the men sleeping with this and this and that, and then they link the whole church together. The whole church ain't in that. You got good people in the church. You got good people in the church. Just like I talked about church hurt. When you talk about church hurt and you link the whole church into hurting you, the whole church didn't hurt you. People in the church hurt you. So you need to decipher, and you need to you need to say who did that. You don't just link together the whole church. You give the church a bad name. And that's why they got a bad name now. Because everybody, the church hurt me. I ain't going back there. The church hurt. What church? Who? I said it before and I'll say it again. It needs to be a, excuse me, my allergies are messing up. It needs to be a weekend where the leaders can get everybody together that's in their church, that's been in a church, that ain't there no more, that they know of, just communications. Get these people to your church one weekend, one Saturday, and have a sit down in the church. You have everybody. Who hurt you? Come on, stand up here. Who else hurt? Who hurt you? You need to have these people be accountable for the people that they've pushed out your church. They need to be accountable for the people that they have misled and hurt and made these people turn. You know, the blood gonna be on their hands and it's gonna be on yours, because you ain't even tried to find out. And you wonder why your church ain't grown, and you wondering why you only got 6 folk and they your family and they barely come, because they already know who you is. I'm just saying. I also talk about watching what's in your house. You got people in your house. You got your spouses. You got folk that don't like you. Your spouses don't even like you. Want you out. Want you dead. Can't stand you. Don't want to be around you. You don't know what them people done put in your house. But every time you go home, you tired. Every time you go home, you can't do nothing but just sit and look and go to sleep. Can't do nothing. Y'all ain't together. Y'all arguing. Y'all doing all this stuff. Ain't nothing happening. You just come in and leave. Come in and leave. Come in and leave. You look, you ain't know nothing. And you wonder what's wrong in your house. But yet y'all supposed to be so holy. You don't know what people done put in your house. Your spouses. Your kids. You don't know what they done and put in your house just so they can keep you. Just so they don't look bad. You know what I mean? People was forced to be married back in the day. They still married. Don't care nothing about their spouses. But they can't walk away from the look. They can't walk away from, we've been married all this time, and they can't stand each other. They ain't got nothing. Ain't no love. They just here for no reason. Wasting energy. But you still out there trying to portray you so holy. And your house is a hell of a mess. A hell of a mess. So all I'm saying, get your mind right. Get yourself together. Because time is winding up. And I ain't talking about for the rapture. The Bible says, straight is the way, narrows the way, straight is the gate, one of them ways, however you said it. It's that in the Bible. I'm not a scholar now. I'm not a person who remembers scriptures. Sorry. But I can definitely say it is not what you think. I advise y'all to get in your word. Acts. the reason why we don't get the full story in the Bible is because we don't have the whole Bible. We got 66 books. There are more books. I don't care what you say. Them books that them Negroes took out had no right to take out. And I wanted to say niggas. I'm sorry. I did. Yeah, I did. Them books, them people, them Catholic folk, whoever, took out of the Bible had no right. Those are the missing pieces. So we're getting half of the story. We hear about Bel the dragon. Okay, but what did Bel have to do with anything? Well, there's a book in the Bible. It's called Bel the dragon. There's Tobit, Jubilees, Jasher. They definitely don't want you to read the book of Enoch. That book tells it all. Everything that's in between they took out. Did you know that? The first 5 is the Torah. That's for us, the Israelites, the 12 tribes, us people. The middle part is giving us our history and telling us everything that connects from the first. Then you got the middle, then you got the end. Well, how in the heck do we know what happens and what we need to prepare and do if we ain't got no middle in the Bible? All we got is the beginning and the end. Well, hello. What's in the middle? A Suzy Q got cream. Without a Suzy Q, without the cream in the middle, we just got 2 chocolate cakes. What's that going to do? That's just a Suzy. We need the Q. I'm just saying. That's like Kool-Aid without sugar. Yeah. You got the beginning and the end, and we ain't got nothing in the middle. The devil is a lie. You better go in and get you an APOCRYPHA. When he said that Bibles, them books don't mean nothing. Well, you be the fool. I said fool. You be the fool and don't go and understand what's the beginning and the end means. It has to be a middle. Come on now. Seriously. You gonna tell me Bel the dragon, read in Jasher or read in Bel the dragon. Well, where is that? Who wrote that novel? What? Who wrote Bel the dragon? Where you find it? That's what's in the Bible. It's part of the Bible. No, my Bible is King James or all this mess, and all I got is 66 books. Well, no, sweetie, you got, I'll tell you the books y'all need to be reading so you understand what you really going through and what's really about to happen. Because we all lost and don't know what in the world about to happen because we ain't got all the dang on books. All we got is these, they're not stupid, I'm sorry. All these doggone 66 books, but we still ain't got nothing in the middle to tell us nothing. But yeah, well, we're fine. No, I'm not fine. No, I'm not fine. So, the books that you're missing, I'm going to read them from here. I'm just going to give you some of them. We're missing a whole lot. After Deuteronomy, this is how the book goes. Okay? This is how it goes. I'm just going to give it to you because it makes me angry. Really bad. So, these are the books. It starts off with Genesis. This is called the Torah. It's 5. Okay? That's Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. Now, if we look and don't pay attention, we're missing other books. The other books that goes behind Deuteronomy, because everything is a story. If you look at the Bible, you can start from the beginning. If you read the whole Bible, and I'm talking about with every book in there, some books they destroyed. So we don't even know. So we're missing a whole lot of stories. But if we look at the book, if we go from Genesis to Revelations, It's a whole story. A whole story. So after that, after Deuteronomy, would come Jubilees, Enoch, and Jasher. You don't see that in the King James. After that, it says you got the prophets. So that would be Joshua, Judges, 1 Samuel, 2 Samuel, 1 Kings, 2 Kings, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Epistle of Jeremiah. Who's heard of that? Ezekiel, Tobit. 1 Baruch, 2 Baruch. Come on now. These are books they took. This the middle part. Then you got the 12. We got Hosea, Joel, Amos, Obadiah, Jonah, Micah, Nahum, Habakkuk, Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, Malachi. Then we got the writings. See, it tells you what they are. We got Psalms, Proverbs, Job, Wisdom of Solomon, Ecclesiasticus. Okay. We got Rolls. Rolls. Songs of Solomon, Ruth, Lamentations, Ecclesiastes. Esther. Additions to Esther. Really? That ain't in King James. And then we got Judith. Second Temple. Who hears that? We got 1 Chronicles, 2 Chronicles, Prayer of Manasseh, Daniel, Prayer of Azariah, Susanna. Really? Baal and the dragon. In the Bible. In the Holy Bible. Show ain't in the King James. Yeah. Ezra, Nehemiah, 3rd Ezra, 1st and 2nd, 3rd and 4th Ezra. That ain't in King James. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th Maccabees. Wow. Then we got synoptic gospels. That will be gospel of Matthew, Mark, and Luke. We got the Acts of the Apostles. We got the disciples, James, Peter, 1st, 2nd Peter, Jude. Who we got? 1 Timothy, 1 Titus. Well, we got 1 Timothy, Titus, 1 Thessalonians, 2 Thessalonians, Romans, Galatians, 2 Timothy, 1 Corinthians, 2 Corinthians, Ephesians, Philippians, Colossians, Philemon, and Hebrews. And then we got the end. We got the end, which is called John's Gospel and Epistles. And that's the Gospel of John, 1 John, 2 John, 3 John, and Revelations. We got all these books that's taken out. The Apocrypha. That's in the middle of the Bible that we don't have. We only got the King James Version, only 66 books. We got the Old Testament and the New Testament. Well, what about the Middle Testament? Because there's a lot of middle that's missing. Explains a whole lot what's going on in the 1st and to the 3rd. The middle is what connects the whole book. We ain't got the whole book. That's why half of us going to hell right now. Because we don't know what we're supposed to do. We don't know how to get ready. We don't know what we're looking for. We looking for this and that, and this didn't happen. Well, where the dragon come from? The dragon? Ain't no dragon in the Bible. The devil is a lie. Baal and the dragon. It tells you about it. No, they took it out. That's not necessary. They don't need to know that. They ain't nobody. No, honey, we're kings and queens, honey, baby. We are heirs to the throne and to our ancestors, sweetheart. No, we're somebody. You're mad because you're not. Sorry. It was our fault that we over here. But then it's y'all fault because y'all knew. You ain't trying to help us. You want us to suffer. And you're making it worse. But it's okay. Because a lot of us are waking up. And when we wake up, we are waking up. And we're actually getting in and we're watching. And now we know. It's best y'all go and find the books. Get you an Apocrypha. I don't care what people... Well, don't do that because the devil is a lie. They're liars. They're liars. You don't let nobody tell you what not to learn, what not to know. You're trying to go to school, you learn all this other stuff. You learn all this stuff when you go to Christian college. You learn all this stuff when you go to seminary. You learn all this stuff when you go to this. Why in the world can you go? You can't go and get you the books that they took out and learn what they're talking about. Why you can't? It's like you scared to. What you scared of? I wish they would tell me. Well, you can't read that. Well, I wish you come closer and tell me. Please. Please come close to me. Come a little closer and tell me that. Come, please. Please come. You better read this word for yourself. Get the middle of the book, please. Get the middle of the book. There is not just 66 books in the Bible. That's in your King James. And then when you go to all these NIVs and CRVs and EVTs and CCCs, and you get to reading all them, half the words that's in King James Version ain't in none of them. They done switched the whole story out. Then you got some Bibles that just ain't even telling the story. They just encouraging you. So I got an encouraging Bible. I got a Bible that's not giving me everything. I got a Bible that's trying to fix it up. I got a Bible that's making it up. And then you telling me I can't get the Apocrypha? The middle of the book? That I need to connect the first and the third? Come on now. Really? So nobody's thinking that. Well, it don't matter. It don't matter. You can lead everybody astray if you want to. The blood gonna be on your hands, Bookie, and you ain't gonna have nothing to wash your hands with, and you gonna bust hell wide open. I'm gonna spread this word. I'm gonna say what I have to say. I'm gonna say what he gives me. I don't care who likes it. I don't care who don't like it. I don't care who don't want to hear it. I'm gonna say it, and it's gonna be done. That's just period. And I'm going to say it when he puts it in my spirit, I'm going to give you. And then if you come to me and I'm not in the spirit, you're going to get it. So make sure you come correct. Don't come on my page talking, oh, you this. Don't do that. Because I don't go on nobody's page and do anything. I don't bother people's page. This is my page. This is my space to say and to put any information I want on there. Let it be. It's mine. It's mine. And I'm going to give what he gives to me. And he'll deal with me or you however he wants to accordingly. But it's time for us to wake up. We don't have a lot of time. Everybody's so ready for the rapture. It's not the rapture right now. It's too much that got to happen before the rapture. What do you do before the rapture? Don't nobody know. Why we don't know? Because they done took it out the book. So we don't know. We only know it's going to be a rapture. We're gathering. We're going to all go up in the sky. We ain't have no clothes going to go all, and our body's going to be perfect, and we're going to do this and that. Okay, but what did we do before that? I'm just asking. What do we do to prepare? Will you be saved and sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost, and never fight, speaking in tongues, and the Spirit of the Lord again? Okay, that's fine. We still got to live. We still got things we have to do to prepare for the coming. So what do? What's in the middle? Well, what do you mean? You got the the Old Testament and the New Testament. Okay, but why? Some Bibles got this and that. Why we ain't got the middle part? That's not important. Why it's not? Why it's not? Can't nobody really give you no answer. They come up with all these, try to be clerical answers or these theoretical answers or these scenarios. It's not. Them books should have been left alone. Them Catholic folk who made everybody Christians. Because that's where the Christians come from. The Catholic. Read your book. Get the Inquisitions over in Spain. That's where Christians came from. That's how the Christian stuff started. Catholics. With our slaves. Killing our children. Our ancestors' kids. Killing them. Making them become Christians and slaves. And that's what we follow. That's not what I follow. I ain't gonna knock nobody. You follow who you want to follow. I ain't gonna bother. I don't care who you follow. All I say is if you're gonna read the Bible, read the whole Bible. I don't care if you follow monkeys. I don't care if you follow donkeys. I don't care if you follow a tree, a leaf, an apple. I don't care who you follow. You can follow a snake that rides a motorcycle and ride roller coasters. I don't care. Get the rest of the Bible. So you'll know how to deal with the snake who rides motorcycles and roller coasters. You'll know how to deal with them. But if you ain't got the middle of this Bible, all you got is the beginning and the ending. What happens in the middle, honey? There has to be something that brings these two together. Ain't nothing bringing the first and the last together. Nothing. Yes, the Bible, Father says, I'm the beginning and I'm the end. We're the middle. Where we at? Where are we? We ain't in here. Because it's only 66 books. I'm just saying. We got to do better. And then when it does come time for the rapture and all y'all still sitting down here shaking and playing tamarines and 4 members in the church and you wonder where everybody else, and he done came, but everybody done done what we supposed to do, and ain't number about 15 or 20 of us gone, and you come on now. I ain't finna be left here with none of y'all. I don't care who you is. My kids, my parents. I don't care who nobody is. I ain't finna be left here for none of y'all. Ain't none of y'all worth going to hell for. None. I ain't missing my mark. I'm the middle of this book. I'm gonna learn the middle of this book. Because that middle of that book is gonna help me learn, understand what the first of this book. My ancestors, my forefathers. I'm going to have to learn what they're talking about. They're telling me what to do. They're teaching me. They're giving me my answers to the questions I'm trying to answer. I need answers to. They're telling me this. And then in the middle of the book, you got my other ancestors, my cousins now. They telling us, okay, so this is what we had to do with Grandpa now. They said we had to do this. So this is what we did. This is what we did to get prepared. And then we got our cousins here saying, well, we walked with cousin and, we was his disciples and this is what we did. And so now we towards the end. Well, we in the end. But wait a minute. If we in the end and we only know the beginning, what happened in the middle? Well, we told y'all what happened. Ain't nobody told us nothing. And who? Belle? Who is Toby? I ain't never heard of Cousin Joshua. Who is that? So you said we got Cousin Joshua, Toby, Enoch. We got all these cousins and we don't know nothing about these people. That's just like a family reunion. We don't know nobody. We don't know nobody. All we know is we finna eat. And somebody finna act a fool. We don't know. We just know we got a tree. Oh, I ain't never heard of them people. Where they come from? Oh, man. I ain't know they was our cousins. We got cousins we laying with, married to. We don't even know. Because they're in the middle. We don't have nothing. We ain't got nothing. We ain't got no tree. We just watching and looking. But we ain't got no information. Because don't nobody come together. Don't nobody read. Don't nobody want to do it. Don't nobody want to help at the reunion. Don't nobody want to do this. They don't want to do this. They just want to come and eat and enjoy the fruits of everybody. That's just like the Bible. We want to enjoy the fruits of the Bible, but we don't even know it. We got all these cousins in the middle and don't know nothing about them. All we know is our cousins at the top, they old. And then Mark and Matthew and Luke now, them my cousins, they around our age. They're a little older than us. And then, we go on further. We don't know nothing. I'm just saying. And I'm not trying to make light of it. I'm just being for real. Reality. We don't know anything. And we think we know everything. And we have the audacity and the nerve to tell folk stuff. And we don't know ourselves. That's why a lot of people getting lost and leaving the church and leaving everything and dying out because we don't know nothing. You know how much word we can tell folk if we had the middle of the doggone Bible? You know how much souls we could probably save if we had the middle of the Bible? We only got the beginning and the end, and we don't understand that either. Because for some reason, let's be honest, y'all say, oh, it makes perfect sense. It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. I read the first. And I read the last. And it still didn't connect. Because I'm missing stuff. But wait a minute. It said, refer to this. But that book ain't here. That's because all our cousins was taken out. Our cousins was taking out the book. That's all I'm saying. And we all right with it. That's how we is at family reunions. Well, they ain't here. We tried to tell them. Well, we ain't. We sad. We sad. That's why we still over here. We sad. We Judah. And we deserve to be over here. Because we sad. We let these people take us and make us to them. I'm not white. I'm a Negro. I enjoy me. Sorry. Can't nobody tell me nothing about who I am but the word. And those who study, and those who are seeking to know him more, and to know more about who we are as a people. Can't everybody tell me nothing. I don't care. Can't nobody tell me nothing if you're not learning and trying to understand the whole Bible and not just the first and the third. I'm going to need the middle. I advise y'all to get the middle. You better find you a church that teach the middle. Or you be just like that movie Left Behind. At least I know I ain't going to hell by myself. Your dang old show ain't going with me, because I'm not going. So I really hope y'all get that together. I'm going to let this go. It's getting a little dark up in here. Turn the light on. Sorry, that's a little rude, y'all. Forgive me. I didn't got into a whole nother one. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I was in another space. Yeah. I get off into another headspace. I apologize. No disrespect. I just pray that everybody get your mind right. Please get your mind right. Get the rest of the Bible. Please go buy the Apocrypha. If you need more, I'll try to take a picture of all the books that's you need to know. I don't know what else to do. I'll take a picture and put it on Facebook. And those are the books you need. But y'all need to get the middle of the Bible. Because that's going to connect the first and the third. I'm serious. I'm sick of folk telling me that. And please get it out your heads. We are not Gentiles. We are Shemites. We're Shemitics. We are Israelites. Sorry. It ain't something we just got in. We were born in it. It's our bloodline. It's who we are. It's our lineage. Whether you want to be or not. Well, I'm not. Well, you are. But you ain't got to be. But I mean, in your mind you don't. But you are who you are. So, I'm going to leave it at that. But please get the middle of the Bible. Please. I'm going to say it again. I already read. This is a video. I mean, you'll be able to go back. Listen to where I said, and I gave you all the books that you are missing. And you know, ain't no Tobit or none of that's in your Bible. Them the books you need to understand. We need to understand all those books and understand it from here. I read the Bible from beginning to end. No, baby, you read the Bible from beginning and to the last. You didn't read the whole Bible. You forgot the middle. Well, it was 66 books. That's a lie. There's more. Get it, y'all. Please. And study. Please. You know what they say about black folk? We don't pick up books, but that's a lie. Because, honey, we pick up some books. We just need to pick up the right books. That's all I'm saying. So, I'm going to let it go. I love everybody. I appreciate whoever came on, whoever looked, listened. Thank you. If you can like and share it, fine. If not, it's no problem. I'm going to put this on my Life Full Circle and probably the other ones I didn't put on there yet. I just thank everybody. I ask you to keep me in your prayers. I put more jewelry on my website. I've also made some other jewelry, and I put it on my Facebook page and my Instagram and my TikTok page. I ask you guys to go and take a look, support my business, Humble Beads. It's www.humblebeads.co. Let's go and support it. You know, buy some jewelry. Please support us. Support the black folk. I know we get crazy sometimes, but it's not bad to support black businesses at all. My son, he does graphics on t-shirts and everything else. T-shirts, masks, all of that. Support him. I believe I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. I don't know if it's all good or I don't know. Please forgive me. I will put it on this video so you can go and support my son. If you need some wedding shirts, or you need some funeral shirts, or you need some class reunions, some birthday shirts, or some reunion shirts. My son is an awesome graphic t-shirt designer and other apparel. He's awesome. His name is John King Jr. You know him. You know him very well. He's also on here as Wakande Murphy. But my son is an awesome designer. Y'all support him. Support us. I'll put the information down. Please support him. My niece who drew my logo. She's awesome. Her name is Shantae Wagner. I'm going to put her information down. She's an awesome designer. She did that. She did that, and she's awesome. I came up with this idea. I woke up with it in my spirit, and she executed it. Just what I desired, just what I saw. She did it. So I'm going to put her name down as well. You know, it's just, we got beautiful family and people who do things, and we don't put them out there for support. And I'm putting them out there. Those two, definitely. I'm sure we have others. And if I find out who all our family is, and if they doing some stuff, I'm going to put them out there. My cousin Andrea Hughes. Baby. An awesome, an artist. You ain't seen artist. An amazing artist. Amazing. I'll put her information. She has a place in St. Louis. Her art studio, where she has all her art stuff down in the city. Amazing. I'm going to put her out there. My nephew, Aaron Pulliam. Musician? Boy, bye. Musician. An amazing musician. My nephew, yes, he's amazing. I'm going to put him out there. I'm going to put him out there because he's going to have him a studio soon. He's amazing. Totally. My little sister, Tisha Griffith. She write plays. And I do mean she write plays. And movies. Awesome. Awesome. Amazing. I'm going to put her information out there. Well, I'm going to ask her first. No, I'm going to put it out there. She'll be all right. She'll be fine. I'll put it out there. But I'm just saying, we need to support our black folk. And we need to get the middle of that book. So y'all have a great day. Y'all be blessed. Oh, hold on. One more. It's my baby. And this is my nephew, Joshua Richardson. Amazing artist. Comic book. Or I think it's a comic book. Amazing artist. Amazing. Oh, my sister, Tiffany Odewale. Restaurants in Houston, Texas. Cafe Abuja. Taste of Nigeria. Jollof rice. Come on now. Anybody in Houston, support that. It's a Nigerian restaurant. We need to learn how to eat that food anyway. We need to learn. We eat it halfway anyway. It's just our way over here in America. When we eat some of the same stuff they eat, we just fix it different. So we need to support our black businesses. Also, I've hooked up with some amazing people. And I'm sorry, I'm giving some shout outs right now. Hood Republic Outfitters. Awesome. His name is Jermaine. Amazing. I'm going to put his information out there. Dobby Apparel. Amazing. I'm going to put his information out there. Yeah. These are people that I'm really trying to get with and do things with. And them to help me, I help them. I'm going to put their information out there. So you'll be seeing some links. I think I can, I should know how to do it. Put some links and some information out there for everybody to be able to go and look at their stuff and support their business. Yeah. Oh, one more. Just the main one right here. Eventrix. My brother Vince Brown. Baby. He created my website. Oh, he did that. And he creates websites. Like, totally professional. Like really, like, top notch. He up there. Oh, he's amazing. I'll put his information too. So thank you guys for talking and listening, or you didn't talk. Just thank you for listening. And I think I see, let me see who I see on here. I see my sister Mary, my mother, Sandra Price, Evangelist, my brother Marcus, my cousin Michelle Dallas. Hi. And I think that's it. Thank you guys for whoever saw it. Thank you. If you can like, share, and tell the world about it, or share this on some people's website, put it on your page. I mean, if you can put it on your page and let people see and hear, I appreciate it. If you think it's too raw, then you won't have to. It'll be okay. You don't have to do it. But I appreciate everybody. I thank you. I love you. I pray that everybody is blessed. I pray that your desires are given to you. I pray that if he sees doors that shouldn't be open, I pray that he closes them. If he sees doors that should be open, I pray that he opens. If he sees things that is not for you and that will hurt you and your family, in your body, I ask him to remove it. I ask you guys also to keep my sister, Vanessa King, in your prayers, and ask him to cover her with your blood and your shield of protection. All my kids and my grandkids. I just love you guys. I love you with everything that I am. You guys just have a good weekend. Tomorrow's my Sabbath, so I don't think that I'll be doing a live tomorrow, because that's Sabbath day and that's my day of rest. So I probably won't do nothing but maybe eat me some chicken or something. I don't know. But I won't be doing any of this because this is a rest day for tomorrow. So I will probably see you guys on Sunday, which is the first day of the week. And you guys have a great weekend and be blessed, be safe. Please wear your mask. And I love you all. Shalom.